Kwabi kuswan lentung yame Isale gambe Shuyang tana Kwabi kuswan lentung yame Isale gambe Shuyang tana Nizam tingi lama pansa Yise wijim le banana Nizam tingi lama pansa Yise wijile banana Kwabi kuswan lentung yame Isale gambe Shuyantana Kwabi kuswan lentung yame Isale gambe Shuyantana Nizam tingi lama pansa Yise wije le banana Nizam tingi lama pansa Yise wije le banana Kwabi kuswan lentung yame Isale gambe Shuyantana Kwabi kuswan lentung yame Isale gambe Shuyantana Nizam tingi lama pansa Ise wiji le banana Nizam tingi lama pansa Ise wiji le banana Kwabi kuswan lentung yame Isale gambe Shuyantana Kwabi kuswan lentung yame Isale gambe Shuyantana Nizam tingi lama pansa Ise wije le banana 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 Nizam tingi lama pansa
I'm growing tired of the big city lights, tired of the glamour, tired of the sights. In all my dreams I am roaming once more, back to my home on the old river shore. I am sad and weary, far away from home, miss the Mississippi and you, dear. Days are dark and weary, everywhere I roam, miss the Mississippi and you. Roaming the wide world over, always alone and blue, so blue. Nothing seems to cheer me under heaven's dome, miss the Mississippi and you. Yodeling. Happy days of yore, miss the Mississippi and you, dear. Mockingbirds are singing round the cabin door, miss the Mississippi and you. Roaming the wide world over, always alone and blue, longing for my homeland, muddy water shore, miss the Mississippi and you. Yodeling. Lo, 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 Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. If you don't know by now, ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. 'Cause it'll never do somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window, babe, and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. The light I never know. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. 'Cause I'm on the dark side of the road. Wishing there was something you could do or say. Try and make me change my mind and stay. But we never did too much talking anyway. But don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in calling out my name, babe, like you never done before. It ain't no use in calling out my name, babe, 'cause I can't hear you anymore. Walking and thinking, going down the road. Once loved a woman, a child, I'm told. I give her my heart, but she wanted my soul. But don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey, babe, where I'm bound, I can't tell. Goodbye is too good a word, babe, so I just say fairly well. I ain't saying you treated me unkind. Could have done better, babe, but I don't mind. You just wasted some of my precious time. But don't think twice, it's alright.
Okay, I did something wrong. Okay. We got a real meeting of the generations tonight out there. We got 3 generations of Guthries and Seegers, and I hope 3 generations of lots of you all out there. Am I right? Right? So,
Oh, the price of gold is rising out of sight, and the dollar is in sorry shape tonight. What the dollar used to get us now won't buy a head of lettuce. No, the economic forecast isn't right. But amidst the clouds I spot a shining ray. I can even glimpse a new and better way. And I've devised a plan of action, worked it down to the last fraction, and I'm going into action here today. I am changing my name to Chrysler. I am going down to Washington, D.C. I will tell some power broker what they did. Iacocca will be perfectly acceptable to me. I am changing my name to Chrysler. I am heading for that great receiving line. So when they hand $1 million grand out, I'll be standing with my hand out. Yes, sir, I'll get mine. When my creditors are screaming for their dough, I'll be proud to tell them all where they can go. They won't have to scream and holler. They'll be paid to the last dollar, where the endless streams of money seem to flow. I'll be glad to tell them all what they can do. It's a matter of a simple form or two. It's not just remuneration, it's a liberal education. Ain't you kinda glad that I'm in debt to you? 'Cause I'm changing my name to Chrysler. I'm going down to Washington, D.C. I will tell some power broker what they did for Iacocca will be perfectly acceptable to me. I am changing my name to Chrysler. I am headed for that great receiving line. So when they hand $1 million grand out, I'll be standing with my hand out. Yes, sir, I'll get mine. Since the first amphibians crawled out of the slime. I love that line a whole lot. Even if Tom didn't write the rest of the song, it'd be worth it just for that line. Let's just do it again for me. You can sing along too. It's since the first amphibians crawled out of the slime of the slime. Goes like that. Since the first amphibians crawled out of the slime, we've been struggling in an unrelenting climb. We were hardly up and walking before money started talking, and it's sad that failure is an awful crime. Well, it's been that way for a millennium or two. But now it seems that there's a different point of view. If you're a corporate Titanic and your failure is gigantic, down in Congress there's a safety net for you. So I'm changing my name to Chrysler. I am going down to Washington, D.C. I will tell some power broker what they did for Iacocca will be perfectly acceptable to me. I am changing my name to Chrysler. I am headed for that great receiving line. So when they hand $1 million grand out, I'll be standing with my hand out. Yes, sir, I'll get mine. So when they hand $1 million grand out, I'll be standing with my hand out. Yes, sir, I'll get mine. Gonna sing you a Leadbelly song. All right. Leadbelly wrote some great songs. We don't always hear them because they're kind of weird, unless you like them. Now this one's called On a Monday, but it's not just about Monday. It's about Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, Saturday and the other one. If you ever thought you had a bad week in this world, this is the song to sing. On a Monday, I was arrested, and on a Tuesday, I got locked up in jail, and on a Wednesday, my trial was attested, and on a Thursday, nobody would go my bail. Yes, I'm gone. Almost gone. Yes, I'm gone. I'm almost gone. Yes, I'm gone. I'm almost gone. And I ain't gonna be seeing them pretty women no more. To take these stripes from off my shoulder. Take these chains from off of my leg. Well, these stripes, you know that they don't bother me, but these chains are killing me dead. Yes, I'm gone, almost gone. Yes, I'm gone, I'm almost gone. Yes, I'm gone, I'm almost gone. And I ain't gonna be seeing them pretty women no more. Now on a Friday, my baby went out walking, and on a Saturday, you know, she locked up the door. And on a Sunday, she must have done some talking, 'cause on a Monday, she has sold all of my clothes. Yes, I'm gone, almost gone. Yes, I'm gone, I'm almost gone. Yes, I'm gone, almost gone. And I ain't gonna be seeing them pretty women no more. Friends I used to know are coming by to ask me if my situation's high, 'cause sometimes I just stare at the sky. Up is down, before a crown I cry. If you would just drop by sometime, if you would just drop by, if you can possibly make it up sometime, I can be there if I try. The whole world keeps spinning me round, bringing me up and bringing me down, but I can't get there with my feet on the ground. Maybe I ought to start digging a hole around my feet on the ground. If you would just drop by sometime, if you would just drop by, if you can possibly make it up sometime, I can be there if I try. You know, once in a while, as I sit and stare, I get the feeling that there's no one there. Look at me now as I roll off my chair. How did I know that a chair could be out where I usually stare? If you would just drop by sometime, if you would just drop by, if you can possibly make it up sometime, I can be there if I try. to views. He'll walk with a hand on his brow, asking, who are you? They spent the rest of their lives together, making their debuts, dressed in leaves and wearing blues. Some say one thing, some say two, and much about it anyone can do. Keep on walking till my soul's wear through, wearing away my shoes. Evening comes and the sky turns red. Clouds of color cover up our heads. Ain't it something just to lie here in bed, just me and you. Oh, Mary, wrapped up in glory, what are you gonna tell your groom? How's he gonna feel on the day of your wedding? What will your friends assume? Oh, but Joseph and Mary were married. The angels carried the news. What the Lord has joined together, the world must not undo. There's a wedding down at the church this morning. Let's go wish them well. It's a beautiful day for getting married. I hope the weather lasts as well. It's been years since we've been married. I know we've paid some dues. Now ain't it something just to lie here together, just me and you, outlasting the blues.
A few years ago, I took the whole family, a lot of friends, and we did a little tour to raise some money for some of the musicians down in New Orleans and lost everything during the Katrina disaster. And I was interested in that because I bought a place. Well, the last time I made some money, which was, I think, the first time, bought an old Coast Guard station down in Sebastian here in Florida, you know, one of these projects we've been working on over 20 years, you know. And we just about had it done, finally, and a couple of hurricanes, remember when the two of them come by in that 1 week or something, took that sucker down. And I was in a fight at the time with the Army Corps of Engineers or something, you know, and so I couldn't get any insurance, and so it was a total wash. So I knew what these guys were in for down in New Orleans. And I was glued to the TV. That's the new feature of the modern disaster, is that you could have millions of people watching along with you on the TV. And so I was just watching that thing. I was out there in the Gulf, and it was saying it's getting big and bad, nasty, day after day. And finally it gets to New Orleans, it's all that and more. And that's just the natural part of the disaster. Then come the man-made part. That goes on for days, weeks, months. But there's only so much disaster you can be watching, you know, on TV. And so at any rate, we decided we was going to do a little tour and help, you know, some of the musicians down there, our sort of partners in crime, as it were. And one of the groups that came with us. We did a few weeks out there on the road. There were different artists coming in and out, but one of the groups that stayed with us the whole time was a group of sisters from Ithaca, New York. And we had a great time with those guys, the Burns sisters. And I told them, I said, the next time we get a chance, you guys got to come out with me. We got to sing together. And so finally, for this whole tour, which started back in October last year, we've been working together. And so would you welcome on stage from Ithaca, New York, Jeannie, Annie, and Marie Burns. Hi, guys. Here's an old song from New Orleans. I thought it'd be a good idea on that tour to do at least one song that came from there, and I knew two. This is one of them. It was down in old Joe's bar room at the corner by the square. The drinks were served as usual, and the usual crowd was there. Now on my left stood Big Joe Kennedy. His eyes were bloodshot red, and as he looked at the gang around him, these were the very words he said. I went down to the St. James Infirmary. I saw my baby there, stretched out on a long white table, so young, so cold, so fast. 17 cold black horses hitched to a rubber-tired hack. 7 girls going to the graveyard, only 6 of them are coming back. Well, let her go, God bless her, wherever she may be. She may search this wide world over and never find another man like me. Just bury me in my high-top Stetson hat. Place a $20 gold piece on my watch chain to let the Lord know I died standing pat. I want 6 crap shooters for my pallbearer, a chorus girl to sing me a song, place a jazz band on my third sway, just to raise hell as we roll along. But now that you've heard my story, I'll take another shot of booze. And if anyone here should ask you, I've got the gambler's blues.
war and peace, the truth just twists its curfew goal, it glides upon four-legged forest clouds. The cowboy angel rides with his candle lit into the sun, though its glow is waxed and glad. All except beneath the trees of Eden, the lamppost stands with folded arms, its iron claws attached to curbs neath holes where babies wail through its shadow's metal badge. All in all can only fall with a crashing but meaningless blow. No sound ever comes from the gates of Eden. The savage soldier sticks his head in the sand and then complains unto the shoeless hunter who's gone deaf but still remains upon the beach where hound dogs bay at ships with tattooed sails, heading for the gates of Eden. The time-rusted compass blade, Aladdin and his land, sits with utopian hermit monks side saddle on the golden calf, and on their promises of paradise you will not hear a laugh. All except inside the gates of Eden. Relationships of ownership, they whisper in the wings. Do those condemned act accordingly and wait for succeeding kings? And I try to harmonize with songs the lonesome sparrow sings. There are no kings inside the gates of Eden. The motorcycle black Madonna, two-wheeled gypsy queen, and her silver-studded phantom caused the gray flannel dwarf to scream as he weeps. Two wicked birds of prey pick up on his breadcrumb sins, and there are no sins inside the gates of Eden. The kingdoms of experience in the precious winds they ride, while paupers change possessions, each one wishing for what the other has got. And the princess and the prince discuss what's real and what's not. It doesn't matter inside the gates of Eden. The foreign sun it squints upon a bed that is never mine, as friends and other strangers from their fates try to resign, leaving men wholly and totally free to do anything they wish to do but die. And there are no trials inside the gates of Eden. At dawn my lover comes to me and tells me of her dreams, with no attempts to shovel the glimpse into the ditch of what each one means. At times I think there are no words but these to tell what's true, and there are no truths outside the gates of Eden.
like the stillness in the wind before the hurricane begins, the hour when the ship comes in. And the sea will split, and the ships will hit, and the shoreline sands will be shaking, and the tide will sound, and the waves will pound, and the morning will be breaking. Oh, the fishes will laugh as they swim out of the path, and the seagulls, they'll be a-smiling, and the rocks on the sand will proudly stand the hour that the ship comes in. And the words that are used for to get the ship confused will not be understood as they're spoken. Oh, the chains of the sea will have busted in the night and be buried at the bottom of the ocean. This song will lift as the mainsail shifts and the boat drifts out to the shoreline, and the sun will respect every face on the deck the hour that the ship comes in. And the sands will roll out a carpet of gold for your weary toes to be touching, and the ship's wise men will remind you once again that the whole wide world is watching. The foes will rise with the sleep still in their eyes, and they'll jerk from their beds and think they're dreaming, and they'll pinch themselves and squeal, and they'll know that it's for real the hour when the ship comes in. Then they'll raise their hands saying, we'll meet all your demands, and we'll shout from the mouth, your days are numbered. And like Pharaoh's triumph, they'll be drowned in the time. Like Goliath, they'll be conquered. Put your arms around me like a silk around the sun. You know I love you, baby, when my easy riding's done. You don't believe I love you. Look at the fool I've been. You don't believe I'm sinking. Look at the hole I'm in. Stealing, stealing, pretty mama, don't you tell on me. I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. Well, I got me a woman about my size and height. She's a married woman, so you know she treats me right. You don't believe I love you. Look at the fool I've been. You don't believe I'm sinking. Look at the hole I'm in. Stealing, stealing, pretty mama, don't you tell on me. I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. you know she treats me right. I don't believe I love you. Look at the hole I'm in. I don't believe I love you. Look at the fool I've been. Stealing, pretty mama, don't you tell on me. I'm stealing back to my same old used to. Stealing back to my same old used to. Stealing back to my same old used to be. I don't know if we're gonna make it today. belong. Way down yonder on the Indian Nation, riding my pony on the reservation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder on the Indian Nation, cowboy's life is my occupation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. As I turn a life of page to the land of the great Osage, in those Oklahoma hills where I was born, where the black oil rolls and flows and the snow white cotton grows, and I feel like in those hills where I belong. Way down yonder on the Indian Nation, riding my pony on the reservation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder on the Indian Nation, cowboy's life is my occupation in the Oklahoma hills.